Last time
it was gross.
bad, dude.
Yeah.
Just while we were
Two Dolts,
bullshitting.
Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a Bush Light, especially. Even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two Dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's two ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two Dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
It's party time. I love doing that when you're mid-sentence. It's my favorite thing.
Such a cunt to do that.
So anyways, I'm having these really hard dun, 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 dun.
And all I hear is you laugh in the background. I just sat here going, I want to fucking kill you so bad.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It is a Friday. We're going to be off next weekend.
You want to do a show Thursday?
Maybe not. Yeah, why
I
not?
get drunk on a Thursday night.
Oh, if you're off, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Well, let's
I
try.
got
Let's
shit
see
to
if we
do.
can bang one out quick on a Thursday.
Yeah, I
Not too late,
usually
'cause I think the kids are, as long as I don't scream. Krista gets mad when I get all worked up and start yelling.
Well, you're
Apparently-
always worked up.
I'm basically outside.
Yeah.
She can hear me through a concrete wall, so you know I was pissed.
Yeah. Do you know what do you know about this Blake Lively situation? Now, we're big fans of Blake Lively.
Yes,
Mainly because she's hot as fuck.
correct.
So
Whoops,
literally she can do no wrong because she's hot as fuck. But
yes.
there's some shit with her and this guy, right?
And it was about a movie they were making.
Yeah.
And one of them had like some ridiculous demands, and then apparently via text it got ugly. And
she
they
got a little
both,
flirty.
huh?
She got a little flirty.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
She was
I didn't read him. I didn't know what happened. I know he threatened her fucking, just read his receipts, as one would say. He has the receipts.
Mhm.
And then she threatened him.
The more shit that comes out, the more I'm taking his side.
Yeah, I think that's, like I said, I gotta dive into it, but it's where a lot of people are leaning. And
She's
they're
got
all
obvious hot girl privilege.
correct.
You know, that's
That's-
a very big problem.
Yeah, HTP is a huge thing in the industry these days.
Yeah, but you can't just claim sexual harassment, and then he's got receipts. Oh, now I'm going to sue you for sexual harassment. What are you doing?
I was just trying to get a reaction out of you, and you couldn't even put words together.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa, I'm coming to my pants. I haven't had an assisted orgasm in quite some time.
I'm hot on 5-hour energy, so I found some sort of fucking watermelon Red Bull, and I showed it to Chris while we were talking about 20 minutes ago. You know what goes with that? Vodka.
It's delicious, right? It tastes like fucking noun like.
I can't fucking serve myself. I do have a nice little measuring, like big shot glass that holds like 4 ounces. I used to try to fucking measure it because I would get annihilated so fast because I can never measure.
Here's the thing: if you're at home, pour liberally.
Yeah, liberally.
If you're out, I do appreciate a little bit of a heavy-handed pour when you're ordering drinks out.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? You know, the guy's hooking you up a little bit. I don't like when you know the bartender and he knows that you know him and he thinks that you can handle it, and then you taste it and it tastes like fucking rocket fuel. Don't like that.
Yeah. That's the way it was in Aruba, dude.
I'm like, I'm fucking awesome. Everyone fucking loves me, whatever. But then you go up the stairs and you fucking fall on your face. That's not worth it. But heavy-handed pours at home for it. This was to about here. This is not your typical rocks glass. This is probably 8 or 9 ounces of bourbon.
So like 4 fingers.
Yeah. As my uncle used to say, I'm not going to stop till I hit the bottom of your stomach, kid. So yeah,
he said that.
Yeah, he was really friendly.
Really friendly.
Good dude. He's dead now. He died on his birthday. But this movie is a Colleen Hoover adaptation.
Okay, first off, I don't know who Colleen Hoover is. Being an adaptation, this has got to be a remake of a movie or a book.
It's a optioned script of a book.
What is an optioned script?
So let's say we write our opus, right? Okay.
Opus, yes.
Let's say I finished the book I'm writing, right? Then somebody says we want to option it, so you get paid for the option. Okay. Then it gets adapted into a script, and they take severe liberty Liberty.
Liberty Biberty.
Liberty Biberty.
Liberty Biberty.
So then they take liberties with your book.
So they can kind of tweak it.
They can change the whole fucking thing, really, if they want to, because you optioned it. Now, unless you have creative control,
creative
licensing,
licensing
on a new novelist, you're not going to have that, right? But this bitch has had some other movies made from her books, but she's kind of in the same vein of Nicholas Sparks. Like he writes a Notebook, banger, right? Not bad, pretty good. Dude, it's great. It's awesome. It's got World War.
Not gonna watch it.
It's got Love Lost. It's the fucking 40s, you know? Everyone's fucking she's rich, he's poor. You know, it's like it's a ripoff of Romeo and Juliet, if we're being honest. But whatever. But every other book he wrote was the same thing. Young people fall in love, they're together, one of them dies. That's the whole thing. This chick writes trauma porn. So you're making a trauma porn movie, and then you want more creative license, which Blake Lively wanted, which is fine, I guess, if you're gonna. But I don't think she was an EP on it. She was just she was an actress in it. Big name.
I thought she had something to do with it.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay, I thought she did.
I've been watching Home Improvement a lot. Came out on Netflix. Yee. But
Outer Banks, and I don't know why. Outer Bank.
Yeah, because you go to the shower, you sit on your knees, and you come in your belly button like a fucking creep.
What?
Oh wait, that's me. Sorry. I was getting confused. Oopsie daisy. So you're making a trauma porn movie, and things don't go the way you want. You don't get all of your ideas heard. But the whole time, this dude is keeping all the text she's sending.
And you got to be, if you're doing that and you're high profile, you got to be smarter about this. You can delete it on your end. He's still going to have it, and it's out in the fucking cyberspace.
Well, good on him for covering his fucking ass, because, I mean, Blake Lively can go and live off of fucking Deadpool for as long as she wants, you know. But
I heard that was causing trouble between them.
I think they both crossed the line a little bit in their flirtatiousness.
I did not read into it much. I just heard that there was some bad blood there, and it got a little heavy. And he kind of said, "I got the receipts. Back the fuck up, or I'm gonna fucking tell everybody." So
this is what I wrote if we were doing the rant show. Okay.
We'll get to those.
Okay.
At some point.
Do you want me to read it now, or do you want me
to read it?
Okay.
Sure. You brought it up. You just go right ahead, Chris. Just do
okay.
whatever the fuck you want. It's your show. Whatever.
It's a little long-winded, and it's hard for me to read out loud.
Shocking. Huge shock.
The kid's a little verbose.
Hang on. I gotta get a cold beer.
I'll start it out. Rant number 1. Coming at you. All right, so now Blake Lively's out here trying to sabotage the next Nicholas Sparks adjacent Weep Fest because she doesn't like the director. Are we serious? What's happening? Oh, that's right. It's Hollywood. I got a problem with celebrity, man. They're so up their own assholes. It's not even worth it. Every single problem is a massive human rights violation at this point, right? I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't get the Oscar. All of a sudden, the whole industry is bigoted. And then they give an Oscar to a predominantly black movie, and that movie sucks and no one watches it. It's not my problem.
DEI.
And listen, I don't know Justin Baldoni at all. I'm sure he's fine. He looks like the kind of guy who drinks wheatgrass shots and tells you about his spiritual awakenings in Joshua Tree. I'm fucking hilarious, dude.
You know, it'd be better if you were able to put a picture of him up just as you started this rant.
He looks like every guy that you don't want your girl in an elevator with when she's been drinking, you know?
Yeah.
The Women did Gossip Girl for 6 seasons, a show where 90% of the plot was just people ruining each other's lives between brunches at the Met. But now this guy's a monster. What did he do? Did he mansplain lighting to her? Did he even recommend a podcast? We don't even know. It's just a bunch of vague tension on set stories. Give me a fucking break. Also, let's be honest, this was never going to be good. It's a Colleen Hoover adaptation, which means it's basically trauma porn for women who wear live, laugh, love hoodies from Target. The only people excited for this movie are Brook Talk girls who think an abusive relationship is just passion with extra steps.
You put way more. I just put fucking clip notes.
You said you wanted a rant show, so I wrote rants.
I didn't write them out. I just figured I'd go fucking off the cuff after I got my initial thought out.
I over-prepare.
I love it.
And now that Blake Lively's allegedly distancing herself from the film, people are acting like she's shady. No, she just realized that it was a mistake and wants to get out before it tanks. Also, it's on Netflix. It's never been suggested in the top 10. Even with all this press, good, bad, or ugly, nobody's watching it. Okay. At the end of the day, I don't care if Justin Bell Downey is difficult to work with, or if Blake Lively suddenly thinks she's Meryl Streep and can walk off set whenever she wants. This is Hollywood. It's the den of vipers. You're telling me this romance movie had drama behind the scenes? Shocker. The entire industry is built on backstabbing and fake smiles. Either promote the movie or admit that you took a bad job, but don't try to spin it like this is some brave stand. You're not fighting injustice, Blake. You just don't want your name attached to a flop. End of rant. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, this is...
I'm sure it's a fine movie. You know why? Because they don't make good movies anymore. Everything's just passable. Everything's streaming.
We could write a movie. We're supposed to be writing a movie.
Yes, we are.
We could literally put something together and possibly get it fucking.
You know what we should do
together and produced and put out somewhere. Probably not Netflix, but it'll probably show a lot in like fucking Uruguay at 2 a.m.
No, what's that Republican? With Ben, what's his face? With the guy that always wears a yarmulke. They released like
Jewville, Jerusalem.
The hoof, huh? City Lou Jew knows Horton. No, the Ben fucking what the fuck's the guy's
Stiller?
fucking name? Where's Fildo? God damn it. No.
Bend over.
That's it. Yeah. No, there's that guy. He has his own kind of like media channel, and he's like ultra Republican, very conservative. They've been making their own movies because Hollywood won't produce any movies they produce. So they're just like, fuck it, we're going to make our own.
All right. So I'm going to type in.
Say Jewish guy, Ben, politics.
Jew,
Ben, politics.
Ben Shapiro.
That's it. Good job. Thanks, Google. You fucking racist pile of shit. But yeah, so
you fucking suck, Google.
This is what you need to do, though. I thought about this a long time ago. I think Tim and I one time were talking about writing a movie, and I was like, you know what we need to do? We need to go through all the movies over the last 10 years, non-superhero, because that's its own genre, right? Yeah. Any movie that made any money, and you make basically a randomized database, like how you get your Super Bowl squares selected, right? You put in all the things, and you say, out of the 80 things that make sense in the genre and the plot or whatever, spit out the thing. And it's going to say, love lost, friend cheats on a girl with best friend. It's going to be that thing. And then you just write that pile of shit because that's every fucking movie now. Every movie sucks. When's the last good movie that came out?
Dude, I can't even tell you. I struggle going through Netflix to try to find something to watch. Oh, the new movies just came out, whatever. I'm looking at them, I go, this is fucking trash.
Even Adam Sandler movies are the same version of, it's the same plot. He's rich or is kind of rich, but he was a loser before, and now he's this, and then whatever. It's like, whatever. At least there's the same. You can turn on an Adam Sandler movie and just fucking sit and coast, and you'll laugh a couple times, and it's fine. But since like maybe Happy Gilmore, maybe Big Daddy.
Can you hear every time I hit my face in the microphone?
I can. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Someone's doing laundry upstairs, and it sounds like fucking Vietnam fucking helicopters landing to get us out of Ho Chi Minh.
LZ's hot. The LZ's hot.
Yeah, it's garbage, man. Like, there's no good movies anymore. I would say Interstellar was kind of a good movie.
I almost watched it
in 3 hours.
Man, it got over my head. And then after I talked about it, I think with you one night, it kind of the pieces started coming together. But I don't ever think deeply when I'm watching movies. I just watch them just to fucking escape reality.
Yeah, sometimes I just want to watch something, and this is why I keep going back and watching the same shit over and over again, because you know you're not going to miss anything.
And if it was a good show, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
It was fucking good. I almost started Ozark again the other day just because I fucking loved it so much.
Yeah, and you can just sit and be fine with it.
Yeah.
You know? But all these new ones, man, it's shit. It's just shit. So like she goes into a film. Reese Witherspoon's doing this shit too. She's got this like book club, and if she promotes your book in the book club, there's some clause where if the book gets to a certain point, she can option it for a film and she gets first refusal. Smart move. She's Oprahing the whole thing, right? But at the same point, it's like,
okay,
all the books that she fucking reads are the same fucking book over and over again.
Yeah.
This one's in the 60s. It's the same plot as the one that was in the 40s. You know, go back to Almost Showing Your Tits and fucking that dude from Cruel Intentions. Do that. Whore. Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, but I was trying to think of the dudes.
Ryan
Gillespie. No. Philippi.
Mm-hmm. Filipino.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know, like, and it just seems like much like the Doge stuff that's happening with the government, every other day Baldoni comes out with more stuff on his website.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's like, oh, and then she funded fucking cutting off ponies' dicks and trying to make them gay. And it's like, what? Yeah, here's the text.
Real life My Little Ponies.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. But I do love the fact that he kept all the fucking receipts, because
you have to these days, dude. He'd
be so fucked. He'd be so fucked. So
because then it would have been her word versus his word. She's everybody and he's nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's up the creek, dude.
Yeah.
So who knows? I'm sure he's gonna have to take a few years off. So hopefully he's got some money in the bank. But Jesus Christ. Also, if you've seen Deadpool Wolverine, which I don't know that you've seen any of those movies.
I've seen Deadpool 1 and 2.
Okay, so in Deadpool 3,
and I saw Deadpool 1 not knowing it was a superhero part of like the Marvel series. I didn't know, because I am completely oblivious to that, because for one, I don't watch superhero movies. There's too many of them. They're out of order. They don't make them in order. And half these superheroes, one, I've never seen them. And two, when I did see them back in the day, they were a different color than they are now.
Yeah, now there's a red Hulk. What?
Yeah, like Spider-Man. All of a sudden there's a black Spider-Man. Like, and he's got fucking teeth. It's like, what the fuck is this? What the hell's going on?
Well, that's Venom, but that's cool.
Okay, yeah, but I didn't know that. He looks like Spider-Man in an all-black outfit, right?
Yeah, he was the antithesis of Spider-Man.
Yeah, I didn't know this shit, man. I stopped watching all these after a couple Batmans and like Superman 3. I just gave up.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Iron Man.
Deadpool was like the first one that was actually written as a comedy, which I really appreciated. It was a very funny movie.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2 was kind of an extension of Deadpool 1, so it's like we're not rewriting any new ground here. Deadpool Wolverine was the best of the series, but in that movie, and Ryan Reynolds and his team wrote this fucking movie, they made fun of Baldoni because he was already going through this shit with Blake Lively in Deadpool Wolverine. So in Deadpool Wolverine, there's this multiverse where there's unlimited types of Deadpools, and there's a nice pool, and he's got a man bun. Baldoni used to wear a man bun, and Lady Pool shoots Nice Pool in front of a flower shop. In the movie that they just were in, Baldoni and Blake Lively, she owns a flower shop, as all girls do in fucking trauma porn rom-coms. As all girls do.
Dude, it's literally fucking a Hallmark sponsored trauma porn.
Dude.
Why? I mean, I remember watching 23 Jump Street. After 22 Jump Street, And Ice Cube is like, do the same thing you did before.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's what Hollywood does.
He kept fucking hammering that point home, and the movie was the fucking same. First it was high school. They went to high school and they're too old. Now they're too old to be in college, and the roles got reversed. That's all it was.
That's it.
But then watch, like you said, these fucking movies like that, and it's the same thing. Hallmark movies are the same thing. They're set in the same town. They have the same fucking plot.
Yeah, big city girl has to go back home.
Yeah.
Bumps into her long lost love who works at a struggling tree farm.
Yeah.
And it's going out of business because he sells Christmas trees in a small town.
Or she fucking, or same thing. Yeah. And then the man comes back to town to help with his family.
Yep.
And she's close to the family. And next thing you know,
she works at a cupcake shop.
Yeah, cupcake shop or a fucking bakery or a fucking flower shop. That's all the only jobs they know how to
inherited the house that she grew up in from her dead grandma.
Yeah.
And it's the anniversary of her dead grandma died on Christmas Eve. And that's why she doesn't believe in Christmas anymore. Dude, we're writing a movie right now, dude.
And everybody's hot.
Yeah,
the main characters are hot. Even the fucking parents are well groomed. There are no poor people or middle class people in this town. As much as you want to say they are because they own a Christmas tree farm, they're fucking rich as fuck.
And all the white guys talk like Ortez. All the black guys talk like Ortez. There's no like legit black people.
No, you need a Jerry in those movies.
Yeah. What's up, baby? Let me get one of those trees for half off.
Yeah.
Put that tree in my belly. So. Yeah, it's bad. I had another point for another movie. They did the same fucking thing. Oh, this is what I hate. A book gets written. I love the movie High Fidelity. I love the book High Fidelity, written by Nick Hornby. It's great. Cusack makes this movie. Instead of it being in fucking Manchester or wherever, they make it in Chicago. Okay? They stick pretty much to the book. Okay?
Excuse me.
Then Hulu options High Fidelity as a TV series. And it's supposed to be a continuation of the movie, but it's not because it's Zoe Saldana or some fucking shit. Who's Lenny Kravitz's daughter? That's who it is.
Zoe Kravitz.
Thank you. I was close. I said Zoe, but I couldn't get the Kravitz part. What the fuck's wrong with me?
I don't even know if that's right. I just said it to be an asshole.
You're 100% right. So then, this is what I hate the most about it. They say a Hulu original. Original what? It's not original. It's a show based off a movie, based off a book from 6 years ago. It's not original.
Well, her name is Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, but I say Zoe Saldana, and I go, Lenny Kravitz's daughter, because I'm a fucking idiot. Right?
And I was like, maybe she's got a different last name. Nope.
Dude, that's the stuff I hate even more than this repetitive fucking nonsense.
Dude, we got to be at a point not much farther into the future that they cannot make an original movie because everything's been done.
Well, they refuse to make original movies because nobody writes anymore.
True.
They go, what we should do? Let's instead of making a buddy cop movie, we're going to call it Chips. And it's going to be an original movie off of a shitty TV show that nobody fucking watched with.
What does the I stand for?
AIDS? Indigenous?
I'm going to say no. So they just threw a letter in there.
Yeah. Chips.
Yeah. California Highway Patrol. And they just threw the I in there.
Now I got to look this up.
Because if it's just CHP, you can just enunciate it.
Chips.
Enunciate it. Just, chips. CHP, chips.
Chips movie. Chips
TV show. Eric Estrada and John Anderson.
I don't know. Okay, so in the show, Chips, CH, capital CH, lowercase I, capital P, lowercase S, whatever. The I stands for Highway Patrol. I was closer with AIDS.
I know, right? What the fuck?
Yeah. They don't make anything new anymore, dude. And it's like, what are we doing, man? Just fucking try. Superbad was one of the last movies that I remember seeing where it was kind of somewhat original.
Yeah.
It's still a destination, fish out of water type of storyline, but at least
fucking Friday night party, dude's trying to score. I mean, it's been done 100 times.
It's basically R-rated, can't hardly wait. Let's be honest.
The thing is, it was a little more relatable. And that was one thing, you watch some of these movies like this and they try to do shit like that, but they're so over the top with it. Yeah. It's like that would never happen. Okay, this dude decides to steal beer. You look around, if you're desperate, you're going to put it in whatever.
Sure.
Rinses out a fucking laundry soap container and pours a bunch of beer in it. That is way more plausible than anything Hollywood's ever done.
We've all been a little, I don't know if you've ever had like a period on your leg before like that, but
I have not. Well, I've had it all over other places before.
I've got it on my sweatshirt before. Sure. Why not? Yeah. When in Rome. But yeah, man, there was another one I was going to say that is a copy of a copy of a copy. And it's like, just do something. Just do something.
It's just so hard. I mean, even like all the war movies and all the the movies based on covert ops over in foreign lands, they've been done. They're just the same fucking thing in a different country.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I had my therapy sesh yesterday, and she was talking about she's reading the book Unbroken, and she's like, it's nothing like the movie. I'm like, the movie was pretty good. She's like, you need to read the book. I'm like, I already saw the movie. I'm good, But the movie is an actual account of what happened to this guy, or the book is. The movie, they just over dramatize stuff. Like, for example, rant number 2, Daryl, Disney's Pocahontas. Go ahead and give me your version of the storyline of Disney's Pocahontas as I throw up in my mouth. That's not it.
Well, excuse me. I think it's what I was supposed to say there. I'm going to be honest. I don't know the story much.
Okay,
so Pocahontas and John Smith, right?
Yes.
And she was in the.
She was a
John Smith rolled through and married her and shit. I don't know much about the story. I'm not a big history guy, and I remember learning about it in high school, but that was 40 years ago.
So I hadn't seen this in a while, right? So Olivia wanted to watch it the other day, so we were like, "Fuck it, let's just turn it on." Come on, you fuck. Okay, and I totally forgot about it because you kind of take a Disney movie as a Disney movie, but now they're using like a real person. And for the longest time, and it's kind of easy to replace the two, John Rolfe is who Pocahontas ended up marrying. John Smith is the guy in the fucking book or in the movie, right?
I can't.
What?
I'm trying to watch our video. Okay, now I'm there. Every time I click on the fucking link you put on the Facebook page, it was taking me back to last week. It just kept saying was live. And I'm like,
yeah, we keep getting blackballed. It's fine. Apparently you can't say cunt and the N-word.
You don't say the N-word.
No.
You might.
In traffic, I do. A lot. So. No. All right, problem number 1. Pocahontas' age and relationship with John Smith. In the movie,
right?
Pocahontas is depicted as a young woman in her late teens, early 20s, and has a romantic relationship with John Smith. In reality, Pocahontas was around 10 or 12 years old when she met John Smith, who was about 27 years old. Okay? His personality and appearance, whatever. Smith is portrayed as a handsome, kind-hearted explorer who's open-minded and willing to learn about native culture. In reality, while he was an experienced explorer, many historical accounts describe him as arrogant and boastful. His own writings often exaggerated his role in historical events. In the movie, her real name is Pocahontas. In reality, Pocahontas was a nickname meaning playful one or mischievous one. Her actual name was Matoka, Matoaka. And later, after conversion to Christianity, she became baptized as Rebecca Rolfe. She converted Christianity, and then she goes to England with John Rolfe, her husband, and then she was poisoned and killed. No one talks about that. But the whole movie is just dog shit. The whole movie's dog shit. It's not historically accurate at all. It's like having the fucking who did the Underground Railroad?
Harriet Tubman.
Sure. And it's like she used ice skates to fucking like this.
Dude, you know how many people actually think there was a fucking railroad? There are so many people that think there was an actual fucking train that took these people places.
Let's be honest. In late 1700s, they're going to let a black guy drive a train.
Black guy drive anything?
Not up in here.
Not up in here.
The train horn was like booty, 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 booty.
Rocking everywhere.
Yeah, just like to me, if you're gonna make a movie,
and the white guy played a joke, and then when you pulled on the horn, it sounded like gunshots.
It's like boogie, boogie, boogie. Also, did you know that Rosa Parks?
It's police sirens.
Rosa Parks' husband owned a car. Did you know that?
But why is she taking her ass on the bus?
I don't know.
Why'd she cause all the fucking trouble?
Yeah, all this riffraff.
I don't know, man. I think she was more of a troublemaker than anything.
Yeah.
She was looking to start a fight.
Her syrup's good, though. Oh, wait, that's Angela.
Thank God I swallowed that before you finished that.
I was trying for the spit take. But yeah, it's to me, if you're going to use names, you should maybe pay attention to the historical likeness. They could have easily made that movie. Pocahontas did actually save John Smith's life because he was captured by her tribe. And before he was going to get put to death, she threw herself on him and said, if you kill him, you're going to have to kill me. And her dad, the chief, actually acquiesced to her wishes and said, we're not going to do this. We're going to open up dialogue. We're going to help these people. Bad move.
In the end, yeah.
Bad move. Oh, hey, these guys have just showed up on our porch. They just need a place to stay for the night. Then they're gorilla fucking your wife and stealing all your money.
Yeah. The next thing you know, you got to have Thanksgiving with these fucks.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's like the in-laws are over.
But at least like stay on pace with historical accuracy.
But that's the thing. It's like, how do you fuck something like that up? It's not hard to do that sort of research. If you want to go fucking 6 levels deep here, then sure, you could probably fudge a little stuff.
Her life was
something
well
like that.
documented.
Something like that. That's right on the top and right on the surface. How do you fuck that up?
And how haven't let's talk Indian women for a minute? How haven't they made a movie about Sacagawea? This bitch is a guide for Lewis and Clark. Is 6 months pregnant when they start their journey. Walking from St. Louis to the fucking ocean. Has a baby halfway on the journey. Carries her baby all the way. No movie about her. I mean, it'd just be like the fucking Hobbit. Just a bunch of people fucking walking around for fucking... Let's see some Indian girl walk around.
Yeah.
Go to Kuwait.
Why?
I don't know. But make a movie about that. Oh. Remember?
Got it. No, I don't.
Do you remember?
Nope.
Okay, think of the most powerful TV commercial you ever saw when you were a kid. Like in your mind's eye, I want you to think about it. Like which is the one that really got you? Like sometimes it was for me, it was like that UNICEF stuff where the kids have the flies and they teach the kids not to blink. And that fly is just like fucking a kid's eyeball. Sure. Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah.
The fucking cat with like
the dog. Yeah.
Yeah. What about the Indian guy in the canoe when people are littering? Did you ever see that commercial?
No. Also, I remember about that is in Without a Paddle when they fucking christen the boat. The guy's like, "This is where my kids swim."
Yeah, thanks. I finally just saw that movie for the first time.
What? Dude, I've watched it like 10 times.
Yeah.
It's not good, but it was funny. I enjoyed it.
So I think when you see it, you'll understand what I'm saying here. So let me get
downstairs?
This up. Okay. So first of all, they couldn't have used more racist music if they fucking tried.
Fucking leather bound drums here.
Yeah, basically. But this dude, okay.
Whoa!
Do you remember this commercial?
See the cans?
Do you remember the Indian guy canoeing in the stream and then he sees trash and then he cries? First of all, he's in a major shipping area canoeing.
No, 3 seconds ago, he was in the woods.
Yeah.
He was just traveling through some fucking stream.
What an uppity bitch. He's like, you know what?
Now
I'm
he's in a
my lush land and go to where, like, the inner harbor, Baltimore.
I was just going to say the harbor, Baltimore.
If you look in the back, that's me sweeping it up hungover. So he's canoeing.
All right, we got pollution.
Yeah,
air pollution. We got water pollution. Land pollution.
He's probably going to buy whiskey, fucking lush.
Some people
Fire
have
water.
a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it.
Okay, so the end frame of the thing is a close-up of this Indian man who just canoed from apparently Nebraska to fucking
Baltimore,
the port of Baltimore because he's being a fucking uppity bitch. But it freezes on him. He's got one single tear coming down. Daryl, can you guess his nationality?
He is French.
He was 100% Sicilian.
Okay.
That dude is an Indian.
In full-on Indian garb.
He's an Indian in like 35 Disney movies. He's an Indian. He made an entire career code switching, basically, as the kids say. The dude's not even Indian. Everything we know is fake.
Dude, our lives have been a lie.
Dude, I heard that the other day and I was like, there's no way.
I think I might remember that commercial. I think I might. I mean, it was in 70, which was years before I was born. But
they would play. I remember that playing in between G.I. Joe and Transformers. And I was like, Dad, we need to pay more attention to the land. And he's like, shut the fuck up, you fag.
Go get me a beer and another pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Store, you little twat.
Yeah. Go. But my whole life is a lie.
Isn't it wild sitting there and you looking back? Like, we lived like a carefree. Okay, so here's something I want to bring up too. But speaking about that, the other day it warmed up and it rained and then it fucking froze. Everything's ice, dude. It is fucking hockey rink here.
Sure.
Driving everywhere, like getting on and off streets and fucking
You're Tokyo drifting.
The roads are dry now and they're clean. But when you look off the shoulder into the grass or into the fucking Tules or whatever, it is just straight glass. And I was telling the kids the other day, I said, I got sick of them in the house. And I said, you know what, you little fucks? I said, you know what I'd be doing right now? I said, I'd have my fucking snow gear on and I'd be outside just going up a hill about 2 feet and getting on my sled and sliding for fucking days. I'd be doing donuts on the way down because it was all ice. When you're little like that, you're not going through it. So you could just fucking glide forever. I said, that's what I'd do.
Fuck yeah. We would find
I'd stomp through the ice to make a path where I could climb up the hill just enough to get my sled going. And I said, and on the way home today, I told Ob, I go, look at this, man. All you need is 3 feet and you'll fucking go 100 yards.
Sure.
I go, I almost want to take the kids tomorrow afternoon, grab their fucking sleds and find somewhere with an open hill and just fucking set them on it and just wave and just walk.
Dude, Chestnut Ridge. You'll never see your kids again.
No, not now. You won't. Dude, Brady fell 4 fucking times walking on the sidewalk today. I was standing on the front porch laughing my dick off. He couldn't stand up.
We used to go.
Dude, it is. I saw the mailman fall Thursday. I was talking to my mom and I looked in the rearview mirror and he's fucking mail up in the air and he's laying on his back and I'm just going, Whoa,
He said, "I'm too old for this shit."
Yeah, it seems like he might be in his 30s, but he's got.
My favorite thing to do we wouldn't go find a hill. We would go find a sidewalk with a hill, because nobody ever iced their shit or salted their shit, and you would go mock a billion.
Like Clark Griswold,
dude, you would fly. Yeah. It was the best. These kids now, they're just like, so I bought these fucking go-karts for the kids, right? So I pay like $3,800 for 2 fucking go-karts. Max gets off the bus. I'm like, hey man, he's like, oh, I want to go play with my friend. I'm like, cool, I'll get the go-kart out. You can take him around the yard. It took longer for me to get the go-kart out of the garage than how long he was on the actual go-kart. I think I'm going to sell him.
Dude, ain't it great? Ain't it great? Buying that shit and just watching it sit there.
And then one day they're going to go, hey, remember those go-karts? Like, yeah, I remember them. Did I cry a little bit watching them run to the garage thinking, holy shit.
Fuck yes.
I worked so hard. I surprised them. I managed to keep these go-karts hidden in the fucking garage, which is another goddamn miracle that they didn't lift up something and see it.
Yeah.
And Christmas morning, it's fucking 5:58 and Tiny's got to go for work, and I can show my fucking kids that I love them by buying them something. And they've been used for a total of maybe an hour and a half, and it's going into fucking March at this point.
I'll give you $500 for one. You bring it up next month.
I'll probably just, yeah, fine.
Ridiculous. My fucking kids will be screaming up and down the street with it every fucking day.
It's ridiculous, man. You try so hard as a parent, and you never get judged for your wins. You only get judged for your losses.
Dude, it's so hard. And, you know, I got to listen to my mom bitch and complain about how I parent my kids. I'm like, motherfucker.
Same.
You didn't have to deal with me having video games and cell phones and electronics and social media back then. Yep. What did I do? I was outside. I told my kids, it's a day like today after it fucking rained and snowed and then froze or whatever. I would walk out the house and tell my mom, I'm going behind the house. I'm going up in the woods. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 11 years old.
Yeah.
I go up in the woods and I follow the little stream that goes up behind my parents' house. And I took a stick that I pushed a fucking tree over and broke a branch off.
And
I'm taking this stick. Yeah. And I'm fucking smashing the thin layer of ice over the creek. I fucking knocked off 3/4 of a mile of ice just walking up the street just to hear it crack because it made the coolest noise ever.
Yeah. That was entertainment.
And then I would put a fucking a stick in the stream at the top of the hill and try to race it down to the bottom.
Yeah.
I'd be gone for 4 hours. My parents didn't fucking care. I could be laying there dead. They didn't give a fuck. 6 o'clock, my mom's out there ringing a little bell. Ding, ding, ding. It's dinner time. Ding, ding, ding. I don't know where my kids are. I hope they can hear this.
Right.
We come in and it's fucking 4 degrees. And there's an 11-year-old who doesn't have all snow gear on.
Right.
I'm wearing moon boots with fucking Wonder socks. Wonder Bread socks.
Remember fucking wrapping your feet in Wonder Bread?
Yeah, because your fucking boots always had holes in them.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you couldn't afford new ones. And that's what we did for hours and hours. And this motherfucker just ungrateful, just sitting there. And my fucking iPad's dead. Fuck off.
Yeah. Or hey, I'm kind of grew out of my mittens. Just go get a pair of your dad's socks. Yeah, that's gonna help you. You're out there hypothermic.
Literally could have died and lost limbs due to hypothermia. Your parents did not care.
They didn't care. Now it's like, if you do anything, if you raise your voice at all, like for me going, I've been trying really hard not to just like, I push it all down, which is why I'm going to have a heart attack. You know, I don't let it come out. I just, I repress it, you know? But you go, hey, it's fucking bedtime. Oh, well, I don't think you should talk. My mom's been in town for a week. Oh, well, you shouldn't talk to him like that. I'm like, do you remember how I got talked to?
Yeah. Like Brady at my parents' house, he'll start like last weekend before my hockey game. He was being a little cunt about something. And I fucking raised my voice. And I look at Chris and I said, you better handle this mommy style, because if I have to handle this, it ain't going to be pretty. Right. And as my voice got raised and I started threatening him with physical violence, I could just see my fucking dad's heart come out of his chest, just going like, yeah, motherfucker. And he's like going over. He's about ready to get a piece of wood for me to beat my son with.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me. He's like, all right, my man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't take no shit. I do not coddle these fucking kids. If they deserve to get clapped up the head, I will fucking clap you up the head. And it's only one of them, the little one, because my daughter's an angel and she'll be 16 in a month. 16 years old. I spanked her one time when she was little.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever spanked Olivia. I think I've spanked Max twice, ever. And still he goes, remember that time you spanked me? I'm like, do you know
me like
all
a man, you pussy?
I keep telling him on your 13th birthday, that's when dads can legally punch their sons in the face.
Brady's like 10 more years, I'll be driving this, that, and other thing. I says, motherfucker, at this rate, you might not make it.
Yeah.
And that Ob's trying to snicker. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You might not either.
Dude, it's tough, man. It's tough. And my daughter, I mean, I had my kids a lot when they were really young, like by myself. And Olivia, I could give her a look and she knows it's time to stop fucking around.
Ob will catch me do that too.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey. And then you look over the other one and he's just like, you're like, and then she'll go over and be like, hey man, you should probably cut the shit because shit's gonna go down.
Yeah. And I just got a text from Aubrey, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or whatever. She's like, your son is about to get fucking kicked outside. I go, tell him this. If I have to come up those stairs, his PlayStation is gone till his fucking birthday.
Yep.
And he is grounded. I haven't heard a peep out of him yet.
Yeah. I have threatened to take the video game stuff outside because I bought the Xbox because I do enjoy playing video games every now and then, but time doesn't permit you to do so.
Yeah, dude, it sucks.
I want to play GTA. I want to play Call of Duty. I did play a whole season of a couple seasons of college football thing. Enjoyed it.
I played that game for 1 hour the week, 2 weeks after I bought it. I opened it up and played it for maybe an hour, 45 minutes. Hasn't been turned on since last September. I
enjoy it because, and I was trying to explain this to Miles, who's never played video games ever, but I was like, yeah, so you start at a shitty university and you play a couple seasons and then you get a winning record. Then you can get other jobs and you take a D1 job or like a legit D1 job like Washington State. And then... Excuse me. God permitting, you can get whatever. So then I became the Nebraska's coach, won the national championship as Nebraska. And then after I won the national championship, I haven't played it again. I haven't played it. But I enjoy it. But if you're fucking around, and I know that that's your vice, you want to go fuck around with that shit, I will put all that stuff on the ground. I'll go get the 12 gauge and I'll shoot it right in front of you. Mm-hmm. Like that's because I don't give a fuck. No. That's money already spent. Yeah. I'm not getting that money back.
Nope.
But what I can get is the ability to do what parents are supposed to do. Prep you for a hard fucking world. Yeah. The world's really hard, man.
Dude, Brady, this isn't fair. I was beating the brakes off one day. This isn't fair. Life isn't fair, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You better get used to it now at almost 8 years old because life's going to punch you in the fucking face in about 10 years.
Yeah.
He asked me today. We were out shopping. I was like, looking for a black tablecloth for this DJ thing I got tomorrow to put over the table to kind of make it look decent. Couldn't find one anywhere. And he said something to me about money, and I told him, I'm like, it's a lot, whatever. And then he goes, how much money do you got in your bank account? And I was gonna say a lot, but I don't know because I've never seen the balance because I don't touch it. I don't know. I don't even know how to pay bills or anything. My wife
I'm
doesn't.
shocked every time a cab goes through. I'm like, cool, got it.
I mean, I got like our debit card, and I'll use that one day, and it gets declined. And I fucking text Crystal, what the fuck? There's supposed to be thousands of dollars in here. And she's like, I moved the money towards the bills, and you got to wait till you get paid for that money to go in. Use this card. You can't tell me this before I leave the house because you know I'm going out to purchase things.
Yeah.
And it's like every time I need gas tomorrow morning, I'm almost on E. And I'm like, I'm going to leave tomorrow to me and Brady go get haircuts. I'm going to go, what card should I use? And then she sighs. Well, use the orange one. I don't know these things.
You're basically a child.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Just tell me where the money is so I can use that card. I'm like, I'm not out here just buying shit.
You're going to be one of those guys where, like, heaven forbid, and thank God she's like, what, 20 years younger than you, but
13 ass face.
Let's say she dies. You're going to be like, I don't know.
I told her this. You need to write down all the fucking account numbers and passwords. Put them in the fucking safe. When you change one, pull it out of the safe, change it, and leave it there. Because God forbid if something happens, we are losing everything because I have no access. I don't even know my PIN number to get money out of an ATM, bro. I don't need to. I don't spend money. I don't need money.
Yeah.
I mean, how much does it cost to go to Vinny's? Today I fucking had 4 or 5 beers. What do I owe you? You had 1 beer that I paid for.
Yeah.
The rest were given to you. I'm like, well, here's $15.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up, third party.
What's up, Adam? Adam,
good to see Adam. I haven't heard from him in a while.
What are your in a couple of weeks? You're going to be able to call in the show. You can actually call a phone number, and
we can push a button, and you can be bleeped right in.
And you'll be live. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. There we go. Yeah. Adam, what are your thoughts on this whole Doge?
Oh God,
cleanup thing? Because I know you're a conspiracy theorist.
He's not. He's a big third party guy.
Yeah, but isn't it interesting to
know
where all
on Adam's
going?
Adam's comment. I am doing my due diligence and watching comments that I can see.
Good job
on my phone here.
Due diligence.
If I hold down the like thing, it gives me all the emojis. When it did that, it gave me 4 choices.
Okay.
You can. The first one is to pick your emoji to react to the comment. The second one is a reply button. The third button, which might be my fucking favorite, is called the ban button. And the fourth one is mute.
Oh, interesting.
Watch your fucking tone, Malice.
Yeah, I think this.
I got the fucking power.
This Doge shit's kind of crazy, man. They're like going through this USAID thing. And we're not talking about how Magic just donated fucking blood to a children's hospital. Yeah. Go ahead and throw that right in the garbage.
Has a good I'm guessing that's supposed to be a good premise.
Yes.
His fucking drunk Polish fingers are at it again. Yes, and I agree with that. I do like this. I mean, everybody, the liberals and the far left are fucking freaking out because apparently Elon Musk, not an elected official and not a government employee, now has access to all our social security numbers.
Okay.
Elon Musk being Elon Musk, he would more likely raise everybody's credit score than sink them.
But here's the thing. I could go find your social security number in probably 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to, it would cost me $5.
I don't even know if I remember mine.
I like it's.
See, there it is. That's the thing. It's like, so who should be doing it? I'm glad he's doing it because the press conference I saw the other day with Trump's press secretary and all the shit she was listing off where the money's going. And that's when I told you this. I'm like, how great would it be if he found enough? Oh yeah, he's stolen money.
He paid that money back. So it's not stolen. He paid it back.
Anyhow, how great would it be if he found enough overspending and we were able to stop those fucking checks going all over the world except for where it needs to be. And we had such a surplus that Trump said, hey, as of January 1, 2026 till January 1, 2028, there will be no federal taxes taken out of your paycheck.
Bang,
Can you imagine the fucking eruption and celebration in this country?
Dude, I would have a house in the Caribbean at this point.
Oh, Adam's just recycling everything he was yelling at people online.
Yeah, I think you got that from Politico, right? Who just, they get what, $36 million a year, and now the funding stopped, and now everyone from Politico is basically getting fired. It's the first time ever they didn't hit payroll.
Yeah.
Because their funding stopped from the government when they were getting money from the government just to say how good the government's doing.
Yeah.
What? I'm going to do this. I think, okay.
I got a question when you're done here.
I think we start a non-for-profit and we got to think of somewhere tropical, somewhere nice, but somewhere that needs help. Aruba's good touristy. I'm thinking like, so it's the DR and then it's Haiti, right?
No, Haiti and what's next to Haiti there? Begins with a P, maybe? No, Port-au-Prince. Port-au-Prince is in Haiti. What's next to Haiti? Is it the DR?
I think it's DR. So we're going to start a non-for-profit on how to help people in the DR do podcasting. And all we want is $12 million a year.
Dominicans on the right, Haiti's on the left.
Yeah.
All we want is territory. Turks and Caicos is just above that.
More like jerks and tacos.
Jerks and tacos.
Fuck you.
Do it. Fuck off.
So it's amazing. Like you start hearing like all the names of the things. It's like, can you even tell me what the name of this program even means? It's like they're $20 million to make Sesame Street in Iraq. Like, what?
Well, why is that a thing?
And it's, in the I look at it like, okay, so there's 360 million people in America or whatever it is. Like let's call it 400 million, right?
Yep.
Of that 400 million, I would say 260 million really pay taxes because you have kids, you have all this other shit, right? That's probably a fair number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of people that are of working age, that pay taxes.
So if you give $260 million to a country, it's really $1 a person.
Yeah.
For the whole year.
It's so funny watching those posts.
Not a big deal.
If you have 260 million people and you gave them 400 million, everybody would get $1.5 million.
Bad math.
You fucking idiots. It's every day you see that shit.
Not good math.
No.
But like when you start to look at it like, okay, so let's say to end poverty is going to be $60 billion. Ending poverty, which isn't possible because the government gives money to the non-for-profits. The non-for-profits take big salaries and then they give soup to homeless people that costs fucking 8 cents. And then
non-profit are the biggest fucking scams going. And I never understood. I never understood until recently about how they worked.
Oh,
I was just like, oh, to run a nonprofit, you just have a surplus of like $5 million. That is your chunk, and that's what you use to run your business day to day. When that money's gone, it's gone. I didn't know that to nonprofit, you have a budget of $500,000 a year. You have to use that.
Yeah.
Or you lose it. So like you said, well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go to Aldi and buy all the fucking cheap soup we can. Mm-hmm. We're going to pay the people that run this joint $300,000 a year.
Sure.
And we're just going to walk out the door and nobody's going to say anything because we're not making a profit.
Hey, we're not for profit. It's fine. It's good.
What a fucking scam. And like I said, dude, I'm oblivious to a lot of this because I just don't pay attention to it, and I should pay attention to it. And I guess my eyes are getting opened to a little bit more here and there, and I enjoy learning, Adam is fucking very knowledgeable about a lot of this shit. I love to give him shit, but
he's a very smart guy.
He is. He's very smart. But when you see him in person and look at him, you're like, wow, that fucking Pollock just fell off the back of the turnip truck.
Yeah.
And got hit by another turnip truck.
Could use
then when he starts talking,
genius.
He's very, very knowledgeable. He's a very smart dude. Very smart. He knows a lot of shit about a lot of shit. Want to know what he doesn't know?
Shit about fuck.
He doesn't know sports. He thinks he does, but he doesn't.
Well,
it's a mathlete, not an athlete.
It's kind of like the margins for organic or non-organic, right? So I think for something to be organic, it has to be 30% organic, not 100% organic. For a non-for-profit to actually be a non-for-profit, it has to be a little. You can't maintain anything in your coffers at the end of the year or whatever Adam said. Like they only must give away 10%. So the American Red Cross is a non-for-profit, right? Started by
a racket.
I think Mary Curie or something like that, right?
She's Marie Curie. Didn't she invent
Freddie Mercury? Didn't he die of AIDS?
He's the guy that died of AIDS, but he invented the thermometer.
That's correct. Yeah.
Mary Curie, and she invented penicillin.
No, she invented radiation. Right?
I don't know what it was, but it wasn't penicillin.
No, she put a fucking piece of lead up her pussy.
What about Harry Carey? Harry Carey?
Hey!
You ever seen a bulldog eat a mayonnaise sandwich?
Dude, I've never laughed so hard in my life when we did that. Fucking has. So anyways, if you get $1 million donation, you must give $100,000 away for you to be a non-for-profit.
Dude, how easy is that?
So all the people in charge of like all this stuff. So
Adam, okay, finish your thought. I got a question on this.
So somebody said, in order, I think it was an anti-Elon Musk post, but Elon Musk has the power. Like he should just wake up one day and say, I'm going to end homelessness, right? Adam, hold on. Slow
down. You're getting ahead of us here.
Daryl and I can't read. So he should wake up one day and just give the, I think it was like $60 billion or something like that to end world hunger. Okay. California alone spent $36 billion to end homelessness. Ooh, that's a tight romp. And then you breathe right into it. Weird.
I had to push it away.
So $36 billion California spent last year to end homelessness or to combat homelessness, and homelessness went up 36%. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Because all the people in charge of it are making fucking bank, and they don't give a fuck about the homeless people.
So,
and then we sound like right-wing assholes, but we're really not, because if the money's there and the sentiment's there, and we all agree that there shouldn't be homeless people, and we all agree that we should help the people that are addicted to drugs, or maybe were hurt when they were a kid, or whatever the fuck made them be crazy and spin off and go into the woods or live on Santa Monica Beach and take a shit in the fucking lifeguard house. We should all be there for them, right? We all agree on that. However, it shouldn't be all the people that are in love with this fucking this US aid shit. They also hate trickle-down economics. That is trickle-down economics, right, Adam? Okay, now you can type, please. Let me get caught up.
Well, I just wanted to talk about like Adam's thing. So you're 10%, $1 million. Let's round numbers here, make it easy. By no means are these fucking concrete numbers. So you get $1 million.
Yeah.
As a donation. You have to give away $100,000. Now, what does that give away? Is that like if you run a soup kitchen, you have to pump $100K into supplies?
Yeah. Yes.
Down the line? Okay. Or do you have
in perishable or given goods, right?
Okay. So you run a soup kitchen. So it's not only just, obviously it's not soup, it's food, and maybe partner with somebody that gives you fresh, clean blankets. And as they come in for a meal, you give them a blanket. You can bundle all that into that $100K or more.
You could probably do also like washing shit, like detergents, like all expendables are probably baked into that $100,000, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know much about it, and I'm wondering if that's how it is. Maybe a little care package has got some soap.
Here's the other thing too.
Then gather up the fucking toothbrushes the dentists are giving you. I've got 50,000 of them in the fucking thing.
Then they get
those and put them in a
volunteers to do it.
Yeah. You're not even paying those fucking people.
So these people are making fucking bank. The person that, like the CEO of the Red Cross, makes an ungodly amount of money. And a lot of people that volunteer for the Red Cross do it for free. What? What does that even mean? If you had two nonprofits and one gets $1 million donated, you can pay you and your wives $900K in admin and then give the 100. Dude, soft pitch. Let's start a non-for-profit. For the kids. Our non-for-profit's called For the Kids.
we are the kids. As of June 2024, the average salary for a CEO at the Red Cross in the U.S. was $82,000.
That's not bad. Okay.
I thought it was way
I thought it was
going
to be 80 million. I did. Clinton's Jujitsu.
Clintons did this.
Did it? Oh yeah, with their Clinton fund. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, crazy.
I mean, we all know what happened with Damar Hamlin.
Well,
the
and
Bills Mafia
NFL
donated $18 million to his backpack fund.
Yep,
nonprofit. We all know where that money went.
Sure.
Because they all thought he was going to be out of football after year 3, after last year.
It should be this year, really. Let's be honest.
Well, this year he actually played okay.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, dude, he played. Put it that way. He played.
Yeah, he contributed.
If he did it, what he did this year, if he would have done last year, he would have won NFL player, comeback player of the year, hands down. And I would have been perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, he did play well.
But to come back from the dead and play 5 snaps, you contributed 0.
Yeah. I think for the first time ever, whether we like who's in charge of it or not, it is good to see where the money's going, because once they start reading these things out, you're like, wait a minute. Holy fuck. This makes no sense. Like $20 million to teach Afghan women how to farm. Hey, Adam, what's the number 1 crop in Afghanistan?
Wheat.
You'll never guess what it is.
Corn.
Poppy.
I was moving on. I was like, I'm going to glaze right over the marijuana. And I'm like, cocaine.
Like, where isn't this money laundering?
Dude, it's becoming more and more apparent. And this whole thing is like, everybody hates that Musk is doing this, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, somebody's doing it. Somebody is actually exposing how corrupt this government is. And you're watching the fucking Democrats just absolutely lose their mind and panic right now because they know they're about to get big time exposed.
Oh,
and I'm not saying the Republicans are fucking have clean hands in this. We know they are too. But watching one whole side of the spectrum here lose their shit because somebody's opening the books and saying, why the fuck are we sending this money here?
It's becoming very Office Spacey. You know, what is it that you do here?
I love Trump's new press secretary.
Mm-hmm.
She swears and I love it. And she's kind of hot.
Yeah, she's like you go do Jaeger bombs and then you finger her in a parking lot hot. Yeah, which is like dream woman.
She's like, yeah, I don't have time to fuck. I have to go home. I have to read press releases tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm busy. Just Jamie O in the parking lot, smell your fingers, and jack off in the car by yourself.
6:30 tomorrow. Meet me at the fucking same bar.
Totally fine.
Finger me in a booth, and I'm gonna go home.
Sure. Or you get one of those really big pretzels, and she sticks half of it in her, and you eat it.
Yeah, under the table. Yeah,
like respectable. Yeah, it's funny to see where our money's going, man, and it feels like. The whole, remember when you're coming up and you're starting to learn about the government and it's like, oh, it's a system of checks and balances. It seems like
none of that.
There's been no checking and no balances.
No, it is complete and utter chaos. I mean, you're just seeing these tens of millions of dollars, which as singular, 10 million here, 10 million there in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot of money.
But when you group it as a whole, when you bundle it,
putting that shit together, it's like, I mean, all this fucking money we're sending these other countries. Where are these other countries sending us money to help with North Carolina hurricane and the fucking California wildfires? Where's that money coming from? None. But if something happens overseas, we're piling money at these assholes. Why?
Oh, and the other thing with donating money, I just found this out.
Don't do it. Never do it.
Met my friend who should be our producer, but he's still late, Black Jamie. Yeah. Met him today at Chili's for a little bit, talk about something he's trying to work on. And when you're cashing out at Chili's, it asked if you want to donate to, what's that kids hospital?
St. Jude?
St. Jude's. You want to donate to St. Jude's. Do you know this about corporate America? So every year, Chili's donates $1 million right around December to St. Jude's. Okay. Then the next year, they ask if you want to donate it. Everything after they recuperate past the $1 million, they keep. The Dick's thing. You want to round up to save fucking or buy baseball mitts or whatever. They already donated that money. They already collected on that money.
Yeah.
And you're paying $80 for a pair of girls' volleyball shorts that she's going to grow out of in 3 weeks anyways. And they already got a tax benefit so they already got that money taken off their taxes.
I refuse to donate to anything because I figured this whole it ends up being a scam. And I'm just watching my mom pump all my inheritance into these fucking things, and I'm just like,
I think if you really want to help, and I recommend this to all my clients too. If you really want to help, go find a local animal shelter, not the SPCA. Go find a local animal shelter. Go buy $1,000 in dog food,
and just drop it off.
Drop it off.
Yeah, that way your $1,000 went to dog food and cat food, and you dropped it off, and know they're going to use it because they're not turning that shit away.
Social media the thing, take some pictures, whatever, co-brand it. You get some exposure. You're doing good for the community. You're helping animals. Go do that. But the second you round up for a cause, that money has already been deducted from fucking taxes, and anything above that, they recoup as profit.
Can't fucking do this anymore.
Anyways, we'll get out of here. I have to pee out of my butt.
I might have to. I have to pee out of the front side.
Your vagina?
Dude, it's up to 58 in here right now.
Hey. Even baby.
Huh?
All right, we'll get out of here in a minute and we'll be right back.